Hello and welcome everyone to another Let's Play with the Developers. My name is Raycoms and I'm live here on our official Patreon server, live in HellColonies, our Hell Colony. It has been quite some time since we were here the last time. We just had placed the last time the Fletcher to start getting our automation further going here. I'm also here with Sam Leathers, which is also here in our colony already. We'll be checking out our colony and hopefully progressing it a little bit again. We also just finished upgrading the builder to level 4, so we can also start upgrading all the other huts here to higher levels as well. Hi there, Sam.
Hey.
So, what is my builder up to? Still the Fletcher level 1. And I'm not 100% sure where I placed the Fletcher.
At least your builder is still alive.
It has been a while since I was last online. Since we were the last time online here.
Oh no, that's funny. Now Ott is asking what is the safest place to make a colony. I wonder why he's asking that.
Not the Nether. That is the safest place. Just not the Nether.
I have the feeling he might have made some bad experience or so.
Potentially. So, what do we want to do next? We can hear. No. Boiled leather.
Oh, of course, zombie people.
Gym. Combat. Technology. What can we research here? I think I'm going to get those 8 diamonds for this year. Yes, I will definitely do that. Hi there, Ross. Now we finally did find the error leading to the recipes getting lost error issue.
By the way, did you actually use the exported colonies for that?
No, I just completely by chance was able to reproduce it locally. And the problem was that some time ago, so actually it's like a funny long story actually. We never used actually the ability of a certain data structure to get the data efficiently of the recipes, and we're always doing a bunch of extra iterations. So after Sam fixed that, we found out that there were actually some actual issues there with the data structure we've been using. So we fixed this issue, and of this data structure, and fixing this issue brought to light that some recipes were kind of lacking the connection, were lacking a certain parameter after restarting the server. So basically you taught a recipe to your worker. Someone on the server taught, for example, their red dye recipe to their worker. Now, after restarting the server, that recipe would lose a parameter. Now I come along and I also teach the same recipe, and it's going to be detected. Okay, this is a new recipe, and we'll get into this data structure to be stored on the server. However, and the recipe then exists in my hut. However, on a restart, it's also going to lose this piece of data. And then the data structure is going to say, I have this piece of data already correctly, and we'll delete it. And we'll delete the connection to your hut recipe as well. So it's basically this famous like 99 little bugs in the code, squish one down, 103 bugs in the code.
Yeah.
That's in the north.
And since it only like wasn't restarting, then when you teach the specific recipes, it was very hard to like reproduce as well.
Yes. It only happened in restarting, and then like I said, it only happened if you have 2 colonies or 2 places wanting the same recipe.
Yeah, so when you are in single player testing, like in dev environment, you have 1 colony.
I accidentally reproduced it because I randomly added recipes to the dyer. Just like randomly. Like, okay, I was like rage clicking recipes on it basically. Now, rage clicking recipes basically resulted in teaching twice the same recipe after restart again. So after restart, it taught the same recipe again, and it was added to the list because, yeah, like I said, the recipe is different than the other, right? So you could have a duplicated recipe because of that. But it only happened because I was like doing it randomly and not how I usually normally do it. Like I try this recipe and this, and I'm sure I tried this already. I was just like rage clicking randomly because I was wanting to go to bed. And yes, doing that I discovered the bug. It was relatively funny. Complete accidental repro, yes.
Yeah.
Now we have a new issue. It's like always. I squish one annoying issue, another one flips up. I have to say, none of those issues were my fault, by the way. Just
Just to mention it.
just to mention. None of those issues were my fault. Just to mention. For no particular reason I'm mentioning this. A new bug turned out that is like randomly rotating timber frame. That's like rotating timber frames by a certain degree.
Oh yeah, and another block things mess.
So luckily I discovered that before pushing it out that some blocks were completely missing the mapping, so that we created a data fixer for it. Which I also randomly discovered that it wasn't working because it was using the per world registry, which you only find out if you make a fresh world. It's basically Minecraft, and like Forge has a per world registry of blocks. So if you would always use the same world for testing, eventually it will know blocks. Even though the blocks don't exist, the registry knows and remembers the blocks. And if you make a new world, the blocks are not in the registry and the hotfix doesn't work. Which was also big. Which I fixed. Which was also not my fault. So I fixed the fix, and neither of it was my fault, just mentioning randomly. And now we figured out that some timber frames are doing weird rotations. So we tried a fix, which didn't seem to fully fix that either. So I'm kinda pinging Shadow and looking on what happened. I kinda have the feeling that the data generator way we used potentially generates the block states in a way that they are ordered differently.
Yeah, or have different rotations or so.
So yeah, I'm still bordering on that. So it's always so funny, you know? It's when we don't eat any fish, and my sister eats mostly plant-based, but she still eats fish and these kinds of things. Now she ended up watching Seaspiracy and wrote me today, "Did you see that? This is so horrible." And I was like, "Yes, that's why I don't eat fish."
Yeah, fish is very
besides all the heavy metals in the fish and the microplastics, the environmental impact of the fishing industry and the exploitation in it is just absurd as well. North, east. Now that should be using the new spawning.
Yeah, I think we might see some.
North.
At least they should not be spawning on top of the nether.
Yes, that at least, right?
If they can reach the colony now, I'm not sure.
I'm coming here
Because
as well.
in the nether it's very hard to reach places.
And if you're worried about the omegas in the fish, you just do it like the fish. You get the omegas from the algae, that's where they come from.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find them. I think I might be a little bit far already.
They do spawn pretty far depending on how much is loaded.
Yeah, but
Since-
the TPS is relatively low, so it shouldn't be so much loaded, right?
Yeah, we are at 6 chunks loaded then. Maybe more towards the north.
Yeah, I'm going to currently towards the south because I was far towards the north already. I can find them. Northeast.
No. I'm dead.
What happened?
But I was looking upwards to see if I can see the radars, and then there was no flowing anymore, and I fell.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
Click here to reload the player. And then here are the builders. Oh, the Fletcher's almost finished. Ah, nice. What did I just want to say? I just wanted to say something. Was it about raids? Ah, there was another little bug. Remember we did this inventory container fix?
Yeah.
This kind of resulted in the builder waiting. Like if there's I had to make it kind of a hot fix. So if there is a rack already and the schematic tries to place a rack, the placement of the block state will fail, obviously. So I just ignore it and I just don't put in inventory into it either. Just pass it. I don't want to make a huge per inventory comparison code. It would be a massive pain.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you want to put something in a rack, put it in a rack that just is new at this place and not into an existing rack that I think is relatively logical as well. Would be a huge pain to compare. Is this inventory equal to the other inventory? And what if you kind of move the block inside there and these kinds of things? Something got NPT it added to it. What do we do with the existing inventory? What do we do if it's too full now? There's so many edge cases to handle then. So like, okay, there's a rack already, just ignore it. The actual funny thing where it got stuck was at signs, because signs are containers. Never forget. Mojang, why? Why are signs containers? Can anyone explain me a reasonable
They
reason?
contain text?
They contain text, so they are containers, right? They contain something.
Yeah, right.
Hmm. Hmm. True. That makes a player on container as well. And they contain more container behavior than signs.
Yeah. But I mean, it's merging, right? They are trying their hardest to not design consistent stuff.
Yeah, kind of like happy
It's
that
like,
we didn't.
oh, we already have this design. Oh, can we do it
Kind of
slightly
happy that we
different
didn't
or
switch to
somehow?
Mojang mappings yet.
It's like their blocks. It's like, oh, we have a block which behaves exactly like this. Oh, maybe we make this one a bit more inconsistent.
It's like every update they're like, okay, we fixed a lot of stuff, and a lot of things are much more consistent than ever before. Now let's think about some ways we can break existing gameplay behavior in a nonsensical manner so that at least we maintain a similar level of inconsistency as we always did. At least the level of inconsistency is consistent, right? Let's be consistent in one thing, and that is our inconsistency. I have a strong feeling that those raiders are potentially... how do I say it? Very, very high up. Science as containers is maybe Notch's fault. Science are relatively old, but as far as I remember, they've not been containers for all the time. Also, containers, I think, is also not... I'm not sure. I might be talking shit here. But as far as I know, containers didn't exist in the Notch era yet. I think that was handled differently. But I might be talking shit as well.
Not sure.
I'm now on a significantly lower Y level to see if I can find the nasties around here. There's just a hell of a ton of zombie pigmen around here. Zombie pigmen, striders. Jim. And no raiders whatsoever. We should have a locate raid command, to be honest.
Yeah.
To find the initial spawn position of a raid at least.
I'm not sure if it actually puts it in the console.
I think it does. It used to, at least. And I didn't remove the code.
Used, not sure, but not sure if I kept it.
Yes. It was kinda debug log.
Yeah.
A leftover debug log. So I'm back in the colony at least.
Not seeing any.
Can't find any. Did you check in the log?
Yeah, not seeing any in the log. But there should be some Minecraft comments as well to teleport you to an entity or so.
Dum. Spawny. Raider. Jump up. Oh, we can bribe the barracks, right? True. I don't have any gold with me. Let me get some gold. Gold. To the ship. Getting some gold here. Death colony. I completely forgot about the barracks thing. Thanks, John. I always kind of forget about it. Jum jum jum. Here, hire spies. Hire. I hired spies. Oh, it doesn't list the raiders. Last barbarian spawns quite far in the northwest.
Oh, true. It should actually give us the coordinates, right? In the...
I think only if it said quite far in the north, and I clicked it. Now we should get like a rendering of their outlines, right? So
Yeah.
I'm going to try to not do the same thing Sam did by looking
It's saying
upwards while running.
northwest, and our rate says northeast.
What said northeast?
Our rate bar says northeast.
Yes.
But the barrack says northwest.
Oh, the barracks says northwest. Okay, that is weird now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if both are wrong, right?
That is almost Mojang level consistency. Northwest. It might be northwest from the barracks, right?
Yeah, might be.
How far is quite far? Quite far, I think, was above 100 blocks.
I'm not sure.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Jum 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 jum. So I can't see anything down here at least. Nor any outlining. Let me check here on the higher level as well. Ouch, ouch. So I'm mostly north and I'm slowly getting to ow levels. North. Small fireballs. Okay, a blaze attacking me. Jim jim jim. Going in now towards the northwest of our colony. Can't see anything here. And I'm very northwest already.
But they did spawn somewhere.
They did spawn somewhere. That is certain. Oopsie. Yeah, they're not dying, so they're somewhere, exactly. It's like political integrity, it's somewhere. We don't know where, and we don't know for sure if it exists. But somewhere it might. Yeah. No. Go away, Enderman. Go away. I don't like you. Yes, I don't like you. I said that repeatedly. I don't like you. Go. Ah. What is this? It's like Enderman is like high school for introverts. You look at someone and they directly want to become your friends, and you're just like, no. Oh, you teleported yourself?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
And they are on top of the roof.
They are on top of the roof.
Yeah.
Nasty
not
guys.
nice.
So I guess your new spawning code was meh.
Not necessarily.
No,
It searches a rather large Y level, so it might consider the roof above. When it's like in some big wall or so. Let me just try again.
I wonder if there's like a way
By the
to.
way, that's the command you can use to teleport to a barbarian.
That's interesting. And since we're in the Nether, there's not a lot. my sister's response: she doesn't eat fish anymore either.
Yeah, fish is really not nice.
Northeast.
It's so hard how they just put all the stuff in that water and pollute everything around it.
It's like unclear what is worse: general fishing or fish farms. It's very difficult. What is worse?
No, they did spawn correctly.
They spawned correctly this time.
Yeah.
It's like fish farms are like super pollutive.
They basically spawned very far north of our colony.
Far north? I was going far east.
Let's see if they make it.
Let's see if they make it. Meanwhile, at least those fish farms don't kill thousands and millions of other, no, not thousands, billions of other sea creatures, plus destroy the flora and fauna, basically, of underwater. It's difficult to say which one is worse. It's like choosing between politicians.
I'd say the one which pollutes everything is worse.
Yeah, the general one pollutes it.
Like locally, you can kinda deal with it, but if you pollute something that distributes globally, that's super bad.
Yeah. Although, as far as I know, like these fish farms in the North Sea, they are having already like a general impact already on the northern seas.
Yeah, they do.
From the
North Sea
pollution.
is so polluted.
Yeah, it's like
I also know like fishing heavy countries like Norway and such. There is most of the people there aren't actually eating fish from the North Sea anymore because it's too polluted. It's like what's that?
Meanwhile, Portuguese people that are like close to the Atlantic, that would be like, yeah, they could have less polluted fish. Their main fish comes from Norway.
Well, I guess Norway is selling the fish they don't want, right?
It's the oh, I'm seeing here, there. There's a raider. I can see a raider. I can see the outline rendered. Archer Barbarian. I'm seeing Archer Barbarians dropping into lava as well in the distance.
Yeah, they spawn pretty much at
stupid locations, it seems. Stupid, it's like stupid for them, right?
Yeah.
It's not something that we can detect easily. Now they're all swimming in the lava. Great. So... Indigenous fishers had created abundance. I wouldn't say that did they create an abundance. I would have said nature created an abundance of fish, which indigenous fishers didn't have the tools to seriously impact.
Ouch. Stupid magma cubes.
Yeah, the magma cubes are really painful.
Yeah, they're super nasty.
Gotta eat something here. Damn magma cubes. Go, go. No one likes you. Here, I'm going to kill those magma cubes that are behind you.
Oh, there's another pavilion. I think we might need some special pathfinding for nether raids.
Yeah, potentially.
Like pathfinding with nether, building nether raids there.
To be honest, they're stuck in lava because they can't pathfind in lava, right?
Yeah.
We might have to even add a flag to pathfinding to like can't swim in lava, basically.
Yeah.
I think we always have to be careful when we say that indigenous cultures were like very nature friendly and these kinds of things, because I think that's like a little bit the natural fallacy, because indigenous cultures all over the world, also in the US, have resulted in a huge reduction of animal life. Like there used to be very big predators all over the US in the past that all went extinct, and all over the world, and that was long pre-capitalism. It's just like humans in general are like a little bit shitty from the start. We started within our nice niche, right? In this nice little niche where we were just eating what everyone else threw away. And then our brain grew. And we found out that we do not have to live in this niche. And there was this like a relatively interesting book where there are a lot of scientists believe that this is actually the reason humans are kind of like kill so much, because they don't have that confidence a tiger or a lion or a shark has. We're like very inconfident per nature because we're like most of the evolution time in that niche. And we still have like this niche mentality, so we like kind of try to eat and kill everything that moves in our way, even though we do not need it. Like sharks couldn't also like reproduce to insane levels and just kill everything and get fat, right? They could, but they don't, because they have like were for huge times of evolution in this niche and slowly grew into this niche, so they're kind of like confident about their location, while humans are not as confident in that regards, which I found a relatively neat explanation. So like this thing of human thinking he has to behave like a predator because of the low self-confidence. There's still some left somewhere. I think one is left somewhere. Chuk chuk chuk. Let me run up here a little bit. about sharks and divers, as far as I read, usually sharks would just not eat humans because that's not on their general plan. So they usually, when it happens that a shark kills a human, it's often due to thinking that human is actually not a human, right? Yeah, it's like, that was the word I was looking for. Like humans are a seal or something like that. That was exactly the animal I was looking for in my brain. Couldn't find it. Thanks, John. So animals in general mostly kill when it's kind of like necessary only, right? So if it is because of the territory or because they actually have to eat because they're hungry. Yeah, exactly. It's because underneath, with the surfboard, etc., their surfers are mistakenly similar to seals. I wonder if it would help. That would be an interesting study, right? You put a lot of surfers in a place where there are a lot of sharks, and in some surfers you give you put like little tentacles at the surfboard that make it look like oh no, now I forgot that word as well. What is the name of those in English? Those with the tentacles that hurt a lot when you swim into them.
Burning something.
John, help me out here. Jellyfish, yes. Thanks, Wilfrus as well. Exactly, a jellyfish. Yeah, octopi, I think sharks would...
all of them, right?
Like, octopi would be, I think, delicious for a shark. So that's a bad idea, but trying to imitate a jellyfish might be a good idea. I don't think that sharks particularly like jellyfish. So there's an abundance of surfers. Just try a few out and see then after a few decades how much are left of each group.
Yeah, just be a bit transparent and float around with your arms and legs, and then you're like a jellyfish, right?
No, you just put like tentacle-like strains under the surfboard, basically.
Okay.
Got a bunch of stuff here again.
Oh, I guess that might not work with like aqua dynamics or so.
Yeah.
Since they don't want a lot of friction.
Where's the barb? Oh! I didn't even see it. It was relatively close. Good eye. Good eye. We found the barb, or rather John found the barb.
Oh, nice.
They're kind of like under the colony here. They made it relatively close, to be honest.
By the way, I did quickly check, and Mojang has nothing for checking out of world boundaries.
Yeah, there's like a max build height thing.
Yeah, they got the static util, which is the same for each and every world.
Yeah, for some reason in the Nether you can build a top.
Yeah, you just can't reach it normally because of
That went through here. That barbarian made quite the way, I have to say.
Yeah, they were pretty far. They spawned in this glowshroom forest.
Yeah, that one almost reached the colony, I have to say. Give him another 3 hours and he would have reached it.
Yeah, see? Yeah, the nether is not really nicely navigated.
It's not trivial to navigate here, for sure, yes. It was currently mining through a wall. It actually might have not taken so long to reach the ship, at least. Then the next problem is they can't take leathers, right?
No, of course they can.
They can?
Yes, they even place them themselves.
Ah, wow, that was stupid.
Right, there was something.
That was stupid. That was stupid. Oh wow, that was a stupid moment. Yeah, then it actually, I think another 15 minutes it would have made it to the ship, to be honest.
Impressive.
So it would probably have made it through a lot of different ways up to the colony after all. Yeah, though. Why am I trying to go at the they would have fought a little bit on top of that ladder still. But eventually they would have reached it. They can't use waystones after all.
Oh. And we could add like compatibility to it. And then your radars always spawn from some of your waypoints. Wouldn't that be a nice mod combat?
Yeah, them being able to use elevators and waypoints would make people reconsider elevators really quickly.
Yeah. Waypoints.
Ding.
People wouldn't play with teleporters anymore if radars can teleport as well.
Okay. So they should be working on the Fletcher and almost finishing that any moment now. Meckley had yesterday a suggestion of making player homes an actual building and then giving it a little, like some functionalities, like basically integrate a minimum integrate the postbox functionality into it, and partially a warehouse function so that you can fulfill things from the player house. I'm not against the postbox functionality, potentially maybe having it.
Yeah, I mean postbox we got anyways already, right? You can put it anywhere.
But he was like having a resource clipboard, like a more functional UI to solve the requests from that location.
I know Meckley is a lot into the direction of I get everything automated and don't need to do anything myself.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn in this case. Like, I know it would be a nice thing, but on the other hand, it kind of goes into this boring mod pack direction thing of like 90% of your time is spent in the same room.
Yeah, which is like not a good. How is it always called a play pattern to have?
It's like in an open world game, it's an open world sandbox game, and you stay always within the same 20 block radius is maybe a de-incentive of the actual gameplay.
Yeah, I would like need to figure out exactly which play patterns you would get with it and which you give up for it and such.
Yes.
Kinda a more complicated design question, but easy to implement.
Yes. I want to get some food. The restaurant is down there. Tinker's made a major rant on Twitter. It's like, we release Tinkers. The first 2 comments we get on CurseForge. Comment number 1, when is 1.15 Tinkers going to release? Comment number 2, this version
170?
is horrible because it's much worse than the last one in 1.12. First 2 comments, like thank you for providing this free thing that was completely rewritten for 1.16 to be more future-proof for 1.17 potentially as well. No, the first 2 comments are rants. People are so thankful. Which is one of the reasons we turned off our CurseForge comments as well.
Yeah, there's like very little useful constructive comments going on CurseForge.
Like optimally it would be something like
people discussing the mod,
a marketplace, like a marketplace, like people saying, the mod is amazing, I think you should do that, or it doesn't have a good compatibility with another mod, or like something useful.
Yeah. But instead you get like half-broken bug reports most of the time, where people paste half their logs into the comment.
Yeah. And ask, when are you going to update to 1.16.5? It's 1.16.5 already.
Yeah. Or comments like, Citizen does not work.
Yes. Citizen does not work.
It's amazing. Instead of making a bug report, you get a comment like that. So.
Yeah. And we got enough of those bug reports in GitHub as well. But at least we have templates.
Yeah.
I was telling Direwolf today how to do the research stuff, how that works. So we'll be using that. You will be seeing that in the next episodes as well, probably.
Oh, nice. So you made him get a university, right?
Yes.
He's gonna be having a lot of fun. Which style did he choose? Or didn't he do any?
I think he is kinda between warped and wooden, his colony.
Okay.
Yes, it's warped and wooden, but he started with some warped buildings, and then seems he got lazy to get the materials and went with wooden most of the times.
Yeah, warped is for the nether after all.
Something people have to understand. You don't get 8 raids, you don't get 4 raids. You get 1 raid broken into 4 groups. I'm gonna just enter it. It's not 8 raid, it's 1 raid broken into 8 smaller groups. Is we don't want to spawn 100 entities at one place, so with increasing numbers, we just split it up into more groups. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You don't get.
It's also not you get 2 raids and it's twice as hard.
Yeah, it's not like
it's a little bit harder because you get attacked from different angles.
Yes, when the miner starts going out, making these sideway tunnels, then the guard will go downstairs in the level. So for example, so you get 12 raiders at the moment, and then the number goes to 14 raiders, and since the limit of raiders per raid is, for example, at 7, you will get 2 of 7. It doesn't. So that's, each of these groups is. So basically the difficulty didn't really increase in terms of number of raiders, but now because it's over the limit, it's now split into 2 groups. That's it. Yeah, it's not 8 times large pirate raids. you might get...
Depends on how big the original raid was, right?
Yes, it might be a really...
If that one is super big, then you could get it.
It might still be a very large raid, don't underestimate that, but... It is not 8 times the original... Like, if you now... The number of raid, like, if the number of raids now in your colony quadrupled from the... you had 2, now you have 4. You only got actually 2-3 additional raiders in total. It's just they are now split up. Now eventually each of these groups can become big.
The amount of spawn points the system can find. Sometimes it finds some more, sometimes less.
Yes. So with pirate vessels,
when
it split
only
up
finds
because...
one spawn point, it can't split it into multiple raids, right?
Yes. So with pirate vessels, do they split up because of the limit? Yes. So
that's kinda how pirate raids scale further.
But we do have some plans in the future to kind of mix different pirate boats.
Yeah, and having like some fleets.
And having maybe some fleet layouts. So like instead of getting 2 big ones, you might get 1 big one and 2 medium ones, or instead of getting 1 big one, you can get a medium and a small one or something like that. That's something we do have planned. So 1 armor stand. So armor stand, armor stand, armor stand. Boom, boom, done. Next in the list, a bow. We do have plenty of... Don't we have plenty of bows in the warehouse? Potentially not, right? I'm going to make a bunch. Put the rest in the warehouse then. 4 blackstone stairs. With that we should have Crimson Hyphea. We probably don't have, and I'm going to teach it to the... 2 orange banners that we definitely don't have. Dark oak slab flower pots we don't have necessarily. Yeah. We're out of clay. No flower pots around here. I just hope there are some in the warehouse. Iron chest plate and 2 iron frames. Huh? Yeah, this darn mod, that's the armor progression is a pain. Do we have anyone iron chest plate? Don't disappoint me. We don't. We need a leather chest plate for that. Ah, the pain. Okay, okay. I have some leather here, fortunately. And 2 item frames. Let's make some item frames from the rest here. Chip, chip. Needs some more. Yeah, 32. I should have known it. So I'm going to take that all actually to the eastern building, to the warehouse. And I'm going to let the courier provide all of that. It's just the iron chest plate. Hi there, happy man poop. Orange wool here, the crimson hyphea I wanted to teach upstairs to the sawmill. Yes, the sawmill is over here. Yeah, I'm a bit lazy to go through the overworld now. I'm not sure I feel like it. Chun chun chun. Oh, that's a career. Ah, there. It's here. Chook. Teach recipe. Done. And take this. Ouchie. Now I wonder how that is going to turn out. Let me check at the builder. How many of the requests are actually going to me instead of going to the warehouse or a crafter? Yeah. Talking about it, Crimson Hyphea is probably one of the recipes that won't get deleted. The others, more likely.
True. Not many use Crimson.
Not good enough, eh?
A rack. Crafting table. Yeah. Crafting table is gone. As is my build tool, I threw that earlier. Accidentally in the lava. To get a new one. Darn it. I need to get a rack down. I'm going to make the rack downstairs already. Should probably make a bunch of racks while I'm on it. Build tool, I need cobble. I need go to the eastern builder. Get some iron. Oh wow, we have like 230 iron nuggets. Iron. Yeah, give me some of those nuggets. Then I need to make some sticks. Then I need to make a build tool. And then... Wait, I failed. It's not sticks. In hiring all... Yeah, that might actually be an option. Highlighting all racks that have the item. As far as I remember, even the way I coded the handler, that should be fairly trivial. Because I think I coded it to like get a list, like you put just a list of point with expiration date, so it can actually do a list. And it's all client side anyway, the calculation. So it's your FPS, not my TPS.
Yeah, much better.
That's much better. Instead of you telling me I have to get a better server, I can tell you to get a better computer.
Yeah, easy, right?
It is on a different thread than most things run on, so usually...
Yeah, that's fine.
And isn't Mojang kinda like, with the OpenGL rework stuff, won't that kinda result in an improved, how would I call it, FPS?
Yeah, should.
I think that's one of the things they're optimizing in 1.16 as well as FPS.
Yeah. TPS, I don't care.
They don't care about TPS.
Who cares if you can't play vanilla with 4 people online at 20 TP?
The only thing they care about is if someone with a crappy computer can't play it at all, but not on server performance at all.
Yeah.
What people are saying, it's like it is getting more and more likely of them switching to a higher Java version. Like Microsoft now published their own Java thing.
Yeah, that could
their
be
own JDK. So that might where they can have like custom builds basically. So that CPW saw that as a higher chance of them upping the Java version. And they said they are looking into it actually. Like
into the Java version, yeah.
Yeah, it's because they already bumping the OpenGL version. So I have a feeling that there may be like, let's see how much effort it would be to up the Java version as well.
I mean, it wouldn't change that much, right? I think it would make streams a bit faster than current.
It would make streams a bit faster, the garbage collector a bit faster.
And you need to use less memory.
Yes, GC is significantly better. Plus, there are now a bunch of backwards incompatibility issues. So, you need to use Java 8 for Minecolonies at the moment, by the way. You can't use Java 11 plus. 9 might work, but 11 plus doesn't work because they backported the fix, which kind of changes bytecode stuff. And we also adjusted some things in Structurize, and those two things don't go well hand in hand. You basically would have to compile it in Java 11 to make it work. And then it would only work for Java 11 and not for 8.
Yeah, we would need to release different versions for different Javas.
Yeah, it would be a massive pain. But that's nice, this list is shrinking. See that I provided a few things, and the builders slowly requesting the remainder.
It's nice.
Where is it? Ah, it's night. I was wondering, I was always looking. Where did the builder go? Builder is sleepy. Ah, the new models are in, by the way, here as well.
Kinda hard to see it's night in the nether.
Yeah. No open requests. I recalled her. It's unhappy. The new hut blocks are in, by the way. You can see here the new town hall hut block as well. Looks more vanilla-ish. The builder as well. Guard towers didn't change. How many colonists we have? Uh, 25.
Oh.
That is not a lot. I was actually thinking we had more than that.
Yeah, me too. But we also do need more.
Yes, we do have a lot of barrack guard positions.
Did we do the citizen cap research?
I think we did. Let me check on that. Yes, we did. So we had 50 total. That's not what you meant, Ross. Okay, I will wait for you to rephrase your question then. Now is day. Now is day. Now the builder should be up to working again. Ah, you can see already. Do you see here? These here. Ah, that was what you meant. Okay. We got already those here under it. And blackstone stairs on top of here. So it is moving up. Just the roof is missing. Oh, I'm always throwing away my stuff with Q. Q is just such a bad position to put the throwing key on. I might make a mod that makes throwing you have to press double Q. It would make actually much more sense.
Or control Q or so.
Yeah, something like that. But the other things we don't have. So I need to teach black stone stairs and dark oak stuff. So dark oak stuff I'm going to teach upstairs now. Yeah, double Q throw would make so much more sense, right? Holding Q for a second, that would cost me patience. But double Q I can just rage through. Teach. Teach. You can't forget those recipes will get lost. Dum, dum, dum. Oh, by the way, we should probably prevent non-overworld dimensions colony manager to store recipes. At the moment we are storing the recipes in each dimension.
Yeah.
That's kinda meh.
Global would be a bit better. I mean, we also could make the whole colony manager global, because you rarely have really colonies nicely distributed by dimensions.
Yes.
So that decentral loading doesn't really matter much.
Deathcony ship. And now it's clay occasion shingles. We're out of clay entirely, right? Out of clay. Yeah. The clay. I also find the clay cycling too quick.
The which cycling?
And when you want to teach a J recipe, it cycles through the blocks.
Ah, yeah, that's pretty annoying with JI, right?
Yeah. There's no good way in J just to hold the recipe or to manually flip through it. I do agree on that.
I think if you press so it stops.
Huh?
I think if you press control, it open so.
You press control. Nothing happens when I'm pressing control.
Maybe shift or alt.
Oh, alt holds it.
Ah, see.
No, it's shift, it's shift. Do you see that, John? Shift holds it.
But it's pretty annoying if you have a ton of different recipes to wait for the right one.
Yeah, that is still annoying.
And often you just end up with some stupid block variant.
Yeah, the problem is if you have like a mod that adds extra tool rods, that like usually causes like a cycle like this.
Yeah.
The n square possibilities, right? You have like 4 tool rods and then 4 different blocks, and out of the blue you have like 16 things to cycle through. That gets fairly painful.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a mod in this mod pack that generates clay underground as well, wasn't there?
Maybe.
I'm not 100% sure, but I thought I remembered that clay is also generated underground. Let me check on that. That might be a little bit
we can
easier.
always use our crusher as well, right?
We don't have a crusher yet, and I need clay now.
And we don't have cobblestone either.
And we're not producing cobblestone either, yes. There's not a lot to crush to go around. No clay here. Here's a bigger room. Let me see if I'm gonna run through those different rooms here if I'm going to find some clay. Oh. Here's gravel. No clay. No clay. Jump. No clay up here. Oh yeah, that's horrible. If you want to teach sticks, and it goes into all the different plank variants with big. Yes, that's truly horrifying. Yeah, that I'm waiting. 3 hours later, still cycling through big wood.
Yeah.
This area, at least, it didn't have any clay. Oof, but this area has mosquitoes biting my legs. Darn it. Clay is only in higher Y levels. John, don't give me bad news. I don't have high Y level tunnels. Ouchie. Boom, 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 boom. Let me see if I can take one of those tunnels higher. Dum, dum, dum. Now, of course, we can never forget, if you just take 2 planks with you, you can use those to teach recipes as well. J is a commodity to teach tools, not a requirement to teach recipes. The basic requirement is having the necessary blocks with you for it. Who remembers to do that? We have to start remembering to do that. Roz directly has disproven you. She remembers to do that. See? Can't find any clay down here either, and I'm at 48 already. Doctor. Fail cave cave spider spawner. Delete it, darn spiders. Resulted in too many deaths on my side. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, mind it, higher than 48 still. Because everything higher than 48 is barely underground, right? Yeah, I don't think there's any... Maybe it's biome dependent. But it doesn't seem like there's any gravel underground here. We go through those bigger rooms again. Yeah, exactly. Everything higher is sea level, basically. It is entirely possible that in sea underwater like basically in sea biomes water doesn't spawn. That is entirely possible. Plus we have like world gen mods in here that alter it. Yes, I do think it is very unlikely for us to find anything here. Just last try. Nope, nope, nope. Some arrows, I accept. Yeah, we don't have Terraforged installed, but Big might have. Nothing up there looks a lot like ore veins either. Not ore veins, like clay veins either. Let's teleport upstairs. Death Colony Overworld. Alright, let's go to spawn. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here now. Woolen string, scrolls for Wither Boss.
Nice.
A lot of purpur stuff and ender pearls. I'll take a set of those things here with me. End portal scrolls. Leather, I take one of those. Oh, more leather, I take some more leather. There's even gravestones here on spawn that people can get a spirit to teleport somewhere. Nice.
That's nice. It's definitely worth the trip already to spawn. I was going to see. I gotta find some clay now. Here we go. Oopsie. Although there might be limited clay in this area here. There's a lot of people scavenged it already for clay. Each short lag here. I found some clay.
Play, play, play. We're getting somewhere. More clay here. Staying a little bit overground. Yeah, rivers are usually a great place to find clay. It's relatively. I was thinking it's relatively funny. I have kind of a very mixed picture about Netflix. Like on one hand, a lot of stuff they produce is actually pretty nice, and they kind of are taking us away from this television advertisement age, which is neat. And they have a lot of nice documentaries they fund and these kinds of things, which are contributing to educating people about stuff. On the other thing, they have like this stuff like Goop. Have you heard of that already? Sam?
Ooh, oh.
It's basically Gwyneth Paltrow. She has basically a company that is called Goop, and they produce a lot of unscientific those healing and weird stuff. Yeah, that crap. And they kind of have like, they make like documentary style things about like very, very, very unscientific healing techniques. Like this method of swimming in ice water to increase your lifespan and stuff like that stuff. Yeah, there's crystal stuff, there is even drug stuff to go to a different level, and massage without massaging stuff. Just energies. But it's kind of made in a documentary kind of way as well, which seems to give it a little bit of credibility if you're a person that is easy to influence.
Well, what I do want is how to find that.
What?
What I do wonder is how did you find that?
Oh, I didn't. I found YouTube videos complaining about Netflix, and so I clicked on it.
So YouTube thinking you should watch some esoteric stuff?
No, YouTube told me that I should watch a video talking about how horrible a Netflix show about esoteric stuff is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still in the colony.
It's fine.
Yeah, I did not watch it actually myself. Yeah, YouTube is kind of also one of those things where I'm very torn. On one hand, there's like a lot of nice educative content on YouTube. On the other hand, 90% of the content is just pure shit. And that isn't being nice, because shit at least is productive. It removes bad stuff from our body. This stuff is just bad, it puts bad things in people's brains. It's like reverse shit.
Yeah, you should spend less time watching those wired YouTube videos and do more Minecolonies coding, right?
Yeah, I do not watch a lot of YouTube videos. I watch more the educative physics, etc. videos on YouTube usually. Physics, chemistry, medicine.
Yeah, there is for sure some nice documentations and such as well.
There's some nice documentaries on YouTube as well, channel. But it's like general the internet. The internet could be used so nicely for predominantly good things, but it's not. So we're an hour and a half in, and it's getting late. I think we're a pretty good moment now. Next episode I will continue getting a little bit more of clay. Oops, again I queued. The sifter can get clay? I think it can't. Or maybe if it can, only with a low probability. But then again, we don't have sand or other sifter things either that would get us clay. So I do hope everyone enjoyed today's episode. Thanks a lot everyone for tuning in. If you want to support our channel, consider at least following. That's a free option to support the channel. Else you can always subscribe. We're very glad about any subscriber, and signing up as a patron. We're always very glad about all patrons. Always glad about all the patrons that we already had. I'm very grateful about that, because that's basically the only source of income we're allowed to have from the Minecraft EULA. So I hope we're going to see you guys on Thursday again. Today is my day off. On Thursday we will be doing schematics again, I hope. Finishing the Incan style, or continuing the Incan style. So good night, afternoon, evening, etc. everyone. Thanks Sam for being here as well with us. Good night everyone. See you around.
Night.